The Farmers Almanac has just released their official winter 2025 extended weather forecast. Let's see what they said. Brace yourself for a wet winter whirlwind. Farmers Almanac winter weather forecast calls for a season of rapid-fire storms that will bring both rain and snow, with little downtime in between. Here is everything you need to know about the extended weather forecast, including an important winter weather advisory. The astronomical start of winter begins with the winter solstice on Saturday, December 21st, 2024. This winter, La Niña, which refers to the periodic cooling of ocean surface temperatures in the central and eastern equatorial Pacific, is expected to develop and hang on through the season. Taking into account the effect La Niña has on the weather, along with our long-standing formula, we anticipate the winter of 2024-25 will be wet and cold for most locations. The season's coldest temperatures will be found from the northern plains to the Great Lakes region. But areas east of the Rockies into the Appalachians will also experience many periods of cold conditions. The coldest outbreak of the season will come during the final week of January into the beginning of February, when frigid Arctic air brings a sharp plunge in temperatures almost nationwide, but especially across the northern plains. As this very cold air blows across the Great Lakes, heavy snow showers and snow squalls will bring intense bursts of snow to the lee east of the lakes. Winter in New England and the Northeast will be stormy with above normal amounts of winter precipitation and near to above normal temperatures. Snow will be most prevalent over the interior and mountainous terrains, while sleet and rain will be more common near the coast, especially near and along the I-95 corridor. Texas, the southern plains, western Kansas, Oklahoma, and portions of Nebraska and New Mexico, and up across the southeast and Atlantic coast should experience a warmish winter, with above-average temperatures. The Southwest will see average winter temperatures, while the Pacific Northwest will be unseasonably chilly. Above-average precipitation is expected over the eastern third of the country, especially the Great Lakes, Ohio Valley, and Midwest. The Pacific Northwest will also have a wet winter. However, the Southwest and South-Central states are on track for a winter with average to below-average precipitation, according to our winter weather forecast. Now they list out some important dates that they claim will contain significant winter weather this season. We are red flagging the final week of January over most of the eastern half of the country because of a very active storm track that we expect will deliver frequent bouts of heavy precipitation, as well as strong and gusty winds. We would especially highlight the time frames from January 20th to 23rd and 24 to 27, which could mean copious amounts of snow, rain, sleet, and ice, depending on where you live. Readers in Texas and the Northwest might want to circle the beginning of February for a possible snowstorm with up to 6 inches in Texas and 12 inches in the Bitterroot Mountain Range of Idaho. Now that we have gone through the entire forecast, I'm going to go ahead and dive deeper into the forecast analysis and answer some commonly asked questions. We'll start off with what is probably the most asked question about these forecasts. Exactly how accurate are they? The Farmers Almanac claims to have around an 80% accuracy rate on their forecasts. As great as this sounds, this may not be all that true. In fact, research from the University of Illinois suggests that the almanac is only 52% accurate, which is the equivalent of flipping a coin, or a random chance essentially. Some states have an even lower accuracy rate than the national average of 52%, with California's 23% accuracy rate being the lowest. Another commonly asked question: how do they make their forecasts so precise? As quoted directly from the Farmers Almanac website, over the years, various methods have been used to make the Farmers Almanac predictions, including studying sunspot cycles, solar activity, tidal forces, and even the reversal of winds in the stratosphere over the equator. One essential factor that we consider in our extended weather forecasts is the influence of our celestial companion, the moon. As students of meteorology know, the sun's rays warm Earth's atmosphere, leading to the exchange of heat and vapor between the surface and the air. This produces the weather phenomena we experience and call weather. The moon acts as a meteorological swizzle stick, occasionally stirring up atmospheric disturbances with its cyclical and predictable movements. In addition to studying natural cycles, meteorologists also use the technique of comparing past weather patterns to current conditions to forecast future weather. This approach, known as analog forecasting, provides valuable insights into potential weather events. The Farmers Almanac Weather Formula. The Farmers Almanac weather predictions are based on a formula originally developed in 1818 by our founding editor, David Young. This formula incorporates many of the various techniques mentioned here, as well as sunspot activity, tidal action of the moon, the position of the planets, and more. To safeguard this valuable formula, the editors of the Farmers Almanac keep its weather prognosticator, Caleb Weatherby, identity, and the exact formula as brand secrets. Now that we have gone over the commonly asked questions, I will give my personal thoughts and opinions on this forecast. There are some parts that I agree with and some parts that I do not. I agree with the Almanac's precipitation forecast and most of its temperature forecast. I do not agree with the winter weather advisories or dates to remember because I believe that predicting weather for such specific dates from so many months out is almost impossible. I believe that these forecasts should be taken as a general prediction and people should not make or change plans around any of the dates they list because it is simply too early to tell. Thanks for watching. Make sure to leave a like if you enjoyed and subscribe for more winter updates.